Mungkin headsetnya kali, Suci. Coba lepas headsetnya. Gimana? Coba Suci ngomong. Kayaknya headsetnya bermasalah deh, biasa itu. Kamu dengar suara saya nggak, Suci? Gimana?
Halo Kak. Udah kedengaran?
Mbak Suci lepas headset. Suci lepas headset. Saya biasa trouble-nya di headset juga.
Aduh.
Dirinya gimana? Dan tidak semua dari kita kan bisa ikut bahagia begitu kan?
Halo. Udah ya Kak? Aduh.
Suci, suara saya kedengeran nggak, Suci? Halo, Suci. Yang di bawah siapa? Tuh, selain moderator. Nggak dengar apa-apa. Islahuddin bisa dengar suara saya nggak?
Bisa.
Islahuddin bisa dengar suara saya nggak? Suara aku nggak masuk ya, Kak? Halo? Kenapa kayak nggak terdengar suara?
Bisa, Kak, masuk. Masuk ya. Ya.
Halo?
Iya, Kak, kedengaran.
Halo, suara saya terdengar nggak?
Kedengaran kok. Halo? Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Suaranya udah bisa, Kak? Kalau ya?
Coba ada satu panitia yang masuk selain Suci.
Ini Suci juga. Jadi cuma kita berdua di dalam.
Supaya dicek apakah sound-nya bermasalah atau gimana.
Suaranya masuk kok, Kak. Masuk.
Oke, udah.
Oke. So, kita mulai ya.
Trouble ya. Jaringan kayaknya. Maaf ya.
Nggak apa-apa. Oke. Baik, kita mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke. Pertama-tama, puji syukur kepada Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, serta salawat kepada Nabi Muhammad. Pada malam hari ini kita berada di malam kedua di Road to ISO Institute 2002 untuk International Conference on English, Language and Literature and Indonesia-Jepang International Interdisciplinary Seminar yang akan dilaksanakan pada tanggal 7 sampai 8 November 2020. Sekarang di tengah-tengah kita sudah hadir materi yaitu Kakak Fitrawi Ansar, Master Humaniora, yang akan membawakan materi tentang linguistic practice, contribution, and research opportunities. So, pertama-tama mungkin Suci mau memperkenalkan ke Aulia dulu nih ke semua teman-teman yang sekarang lagi menyaksikan lewat live Facebook. Nah, jadi Kak Fitra Aulia ini merupakan alumni Bahasa dan Sastra Inggris Universitas Islam Negeri Alauddin Makassar angkatan 2006 yang kemudian melanjutkan kuliah di Universitas Hasanuddin pada tahun 2010 dengan beasiswa Dikti ya Kak.
Ya.
Nah, terus kemudian akan melanjutkan sekolah di S3-nya di Queen's Belfast University UK tahun 2021 dengan beasiswa Mora. Beliau juga sekarang merupakan seorang dosen di Universitas Islam Negeri Raden Intan Lampung. Beliau juga merupakan anggota Himpunan Mahasiswa Islam yang juga tidak kalah menariknya merupakan salah satu pembentuk dari komunitas seni adab. Kak Fitra Aulia juga ini merupakan anggota BCMI Pertukaran India tahun 2014. Ya, itu mungkin sekedar perkenalan singkat ya dari menyangkut ke Aulia. Jadi mungkin langsung saja supaya pembahasan kita malam hari ini lebih efektif. Saya langsung mempersilakan Kak Aulia untuk memaparkan ataupun menjelaskan materinya.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, sorry, because maybe there is a trouble with the signal, so there is a problem at the beginning of our seminar or discussion today. So probably in this opportunities, I will use two languages. So I will use Bahasa Indonesia and English to make sure that you can learn what I have discussed in this session. So because I am an audio-visual person, so it would be better if I share screen, yeah? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, host disabled participants screen sharing. Could you make me as the host?
I can share your screen. Okay.
Okay, sure. Wait a minute. So I think it would be better if, can you see my slide? Not yet? Can you see my slide? Can you see my slide? Yes? Okay. Semua bisa lihat ya? Okay, so I'm going to talk about linguistics, this is a very interesting topic. And then I do hope maybe because some of you are the participants from English department, so I do concur that I have to discuss about linguistics. Maybe some of you want to conduct research regarding the linguistics, so it would be better if I introduce you about linguistics. Jadi perkenankan saya untuk menjelaskan tentang linguistics. Maybe it's just a basic one, but let us talk about the specific analysis regarding to linguistics. So, what precisely is linguistics? So I am, as a lecturer and researcher, will give you an opinion regarding to this linguistics topic. So we are going to discuss the problems and also the methods in conducting the research on linguistics. So have a look at this picture. Maybe some of you know this name here, Noam Chomsky, Brown Levinson, Austin and Charlie, Schasher, and many more. Yeah. I do hope the students from English department knows about this, because we want to explore the knowledge regarding to these people. So let me discuss about these 6 important things. First, definition, disciplines, goals, research, methods, and future projects. Actually, it's not methods here, so maybe this is related to research, and then I will actually focus on some titles or topics in linguistics, and also future careers regarding to linguistics. So let us know about the definition first. Okay, so I am as a lecturer, researcher, and also I was a student of English department, so I will give you some opinions about linguistics. So let us discuss about what is your perception of linguistics. Suci, menurut Suci, linguistik itu kayak mana sih? Have you learned about this before? Suci udah pernah belajar linguistik belum? Never? What semester are you? Okay, so talking about linguistics, actually it is related to our department if you are the students of English department. So linguistics is a tool, yeah. If you want to observe literature, if you want to observe the cases, if you want to observe some problems regarding to human speech, you have to know about linguistics and linguistic theory. Jadi linguistics ini adalah core-nya, ya. Apa sih linguistics itu? Because it's not, it is only me that's talk about this, so there is no discussion here. So let me move directly to the next session. So get to know the terms of linguistics. So what we have to know first, language, because it comes from linguistics. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it comes firstly from Saussure's theory about lang and parole. Yeah, language is an expression of ideas by means combined into words. Jadi bahasa itu adalah alat ya untuk mengekspresikan. If you want to express something, if you want to express your emotions, you can use the words that we can say that as a language. But not only language as a part of communication, non-verbal sign also a part of communication, but language is the core of doing a communication. And then the second one, linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of human language. So language first, and then the second one is linguistics. So linguistics is study. Jadi ilmu yang mempelajari tentang language itu di bawah linguistics. That's why we have to know about this if you want to make any research, because we are going to conduct the international conference. It would be better if we know about some techniques or analysis in doing this research on linguistics. Yeah, and then maybe some of you could be a linguist. Yeah, so linguist is someone who engaged in studying linguistics. So not only me as a linguist, yeah, not only Noam Chomsky as a linguist, maybe Suci also a part of linguist, yeah. Mungkin, yeah. Okay, so we talk about disciplines here. Discipline within linguistics. Jadi ada 6 core dari linguistics itu sendiri. Actually, there are 7 important things. Phonetics, yeah, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, and also the last one actually semiotics. So phonetics talking about sounds production, phonology talking about study of sound system, and then morphology talking about study of word, and then syntax talking about sentence, semantics talking about meaning, and pragmatics talking about context. And the last one actually semiotics, but it is related to literature, which is called semiotics. It is a study of sign. Jadi kalau kita enak banget nih linguistik komplit. If you want to learn about sounds, ya, kalian mau bagaimana sih bunyi itu diproduksi, bagaimana sih bunyi itu bisa mengalami perubahan, pelesapan atau berubah di dalam suatu daerah. So the core is phonetics. It's also related to phonology, ya. Jadi dia saling berhubungan. And then morphology, talking about words. Bagaimana sih kata itu terbentuk, suffix-suffix apa yang terkandung dalam bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris, dan bahasa lain. Prefix, affix. Syntax, talking about sentence. Semantics, talking about meanings. Ya, Austin and Shirley as the founding fathers of this. Ya, and then the last one is pragmatics. Jadi not only talking about the meaning, but we focus on the context of the language used. Jadi pragmatics itu sangat berkaitan erat dengan semantics. Nah ini core-nya. If you want to know linguistics deeply, kalau kalian mau tahu tentang linguistik lebih dalam, ini nih harus menjadi pegangan kalian. Because if you know this study well, you can enhance the knowledge of linguistics more deeply. So let us know about some branches of linguistics. External branches of linguistics, we call it psycholinguistics, ya. Ada sociolinguistics, ada applied linguistics, computational linguistics, anthropological linguistics, philosophical linguistics, stylistics, and others. Many more. Jadi tidak hanya ini ya, masih banyak lagi. Ada juga ecolinguistics. Sekarang saya lagi, I just want to explore more about anthropological linguistics. Ya, jadi ini core-nya yang paling penting adalah yang tadi 6 itu. Kemudian bisa berkembang sesuai dengan concern that you want to focus on. Ya, if you want to concern on human brain or medical system, so it is also related to psycholinguistics. Jadi berhubungan bahasa dengan medis, bahasa dengan masyarakat, sociolinguistics, applied linguistics, bahasa dengan pengajaran, computational linguistics, or some people say that corpus linguistics, ya, itu juga berhubungan dengan bahasa di masyarakat, ya, bagaimana di pengaplikasian masyarakat itu, bagaimana observasi bahasa tersebut. Ya. Anthropological linguistics talking about language and culture. Philosophical linguistics talking about philosophy and also language. Stylistics talking about language style. And again, it is the core of making research on this. You have to focus on those 6 aspects that I have mentioned before. Jadi kalian harus fokus kepada 6 yang sebelumnya itu, karena itu adalah basicnya. Seperti itu. Dan I know exactly that most of you, if you are in 5th semester, maybe you have learned about this. So I don't doubt about your ability talking about these subjects. Okay, so what are the goals? Okay, so learning linguistics actually, we can know about applying technical skills. Jadi kalau kita tahu nih belajar teknik-teknik skills ini, makanya nggak bagus ya jadi seorang linguis sebenarnya. Kalau orang ngomong aja itu kita udah curiga duluan. Kenapa? Karena ada teori-teorinya. Oh dia ngomong ini artinya ini, konteksnya seperti ini, mungkin seperti ini. So many probabilities, ya. And then also you can make some research, or you can make some projects by using this linguistic skills, ya. Misalnya nih kalian contoh, saya sekarang punya anak ya, umur 2 tahun. Saya coba bagaimana caranya dia menyerap bahasa. So I use second language acquisition theory in order to make them get used with English. Jadi, oh seperti ini, saya lihat prosesnya, saya cocokkan dengan teori yang seperti ini, oh seperti ini, seperti ini. And then fortunately, ya, untungnya bahasa linguistik ini bisa masuk ke semua branch. So you don't only focus on, oh ini kan COVID nih, saya nggak bisa ngambil data, saya nggak bisa ke lapangan, because you focus only on sociolinguistics. No, you can use many things if you want to focus on that. Ya, misalnya nih kalian mau bahas tentang sociolinguistics, tapi karena COVID saya nggak bisa ngambil data di lapangan atau anthropology linguistics, kan ada webinar tuh, bisa ngambil data dari webinar and analyze it. Iya nggak? So do not limit yourself ya to make any research. Ya. Okay, being able to present yourself and your skills ya. Ya, jadi kalau orang tahu ilmunya itu kita bisa mendemonstrasikan diri kita dengan menggunakan teknik-teknik. Oh, there is a theory of language and power gitu. Makanya banyak orang-orang politik itu dia menggunakan skill-skill tertentu untuk bisa mempengaruhi masyarakat by using this ya, the part of linguistics. Misalnya dia melihat nih konteksnya seperti apa. Kalau saya ngomong seperti ini, saya menggunakan satir seperti apa, atau saya menggunakan bahasa seperti apa. So we can use it if you know the knowledge, ya. Being aware of career paths, ya, ways to gain access to careers and to stand out from the crowd. Jadi kita bisa nih tidak terkungkung aja dalam satu. Kita bisa menentukan. You can choose your direction if you want to do. If you want to be a researcher, or if you want to be a lecturer, or if you want to be linguist, yeah, we don't know exactly, but this is a part, this is a core that if you want to develop your skills in language. Next, research, yeah, let us talk about this research. How to write a linguistics research. So again, I just remind you, because you have already learned with Mr. Taufik Syam, ya, Opik saya panggil ya. Kalian sudah belajar tentang ini sebelumnya. Kemarin saya juga I do concur, ya. If you want to make a research, please you just open your laptop, or you just look at around you and then look at your data. Maybe you get inspired by looking at them, ya. Mungkin tidak saatnya kalian menulis sekarang, tapi dengan melihat laptop kalian terbuka, ya sedikit-sedikit mulai ditabung lah, seperti itu. So this is a very basic step, ya. So let us know introduction, literature review, method, findings, analysis, ya, discussion, conclusion, references, and appendix, ya. Jadi ini adalah hal-hal yang penting yang kalian harus ketahui. Oh, saya mau meneliti tentang politeness, for example, ya. Ada nggak ya yang sebelumnya meneliti tentang politeness? Oh, tentang ini. Kayak misalnya sekarang saya lagi buat riset tentang penggunaan cara mengkritik komedian, cara komedian mengkritik pemerintah, ya. Cara komedian mengkritik pemerintah dengan menggunakan discourse analysis. Jadi saya lihat tuh literatur reviewnya seperti apa, metodenya seperti apa, finding analysisnya seperti apa. Nah, apa sih yang tahapan yang paling penting yang kalian lakukan? So you have to know the steps first, ya. Process to find your research title. First is reading the linguistics literatures. Jadi kalian harus, you have to read more, ya. You have to read, and then you can get some inspirations from those literatures, and then you can develop, and then you can find the novelty of your research. Misalnya nih, ini orang ngomong apa ya? Misal ini tentang apa ya? Oh, kayaknya ada gapnya nih. Dia belum sempat ngomong tentang ini. Saya mau meneliti tentang inilah. Contoh. Itu bagusnya. This is the useful of reading, ya. Jadi kalian membaca atau mendengar di webinar. Ya, luckily selalu ada keberuntungan di balik sebuah musibah, ya. Di dalam ini kan banyak webinar, kita bisa get more input from many people, from many sources, ya. Kenapa harus kita membatasi diri? pokoknya buka pengetahuan. Oh, ini gitu. Yang jelas kita ikhlas seperti itu. You have to learn more. You have to read. And then be sensitive with the current issues. Ya, kalian harus sensitif nih dengan isu-isu terbaru ini sekarang tentang apa sih? Misalnya nih, saya ambil contoh some linguistics projects talking about ya yang tadi itu ya komedian yang berbicara tentang ini. But again, you have to concern with your department because you are under English department. Kalian ada di bawah English department means that you have to focus on English language. You don't only focus on you don't only make a research in language, but you have to also concern with the English content. Ya, jadi be sensitive with the current issues and be specific. Kalian mau meneliti tentang apa sih? Oh, politeness. Which one do you want to focus on? Indirect refusal. Which one do you want to focus on? Oh, who is the subject? What do you want to concern with? Okay, so you have to make it more specific. Okay, so let's review some concepts ya. Ini yang harus kita tahu dulu. So first is introduction, again, summary of your research interest ya. Why your research is worth it? Kenapa? Summary of the literatures, ya, methodology, data collection, ethical issues, method of analysis. Ethical issues itu maksudnya, if you make a questionnaire, ya, you have to, and if you want to observe, you have to think about more about the values of the data. Misalnya kalau saya ngambil ini, kira-kira bagaimana, haruskah saya meminta izin atau seperti apa You have to focus on that. And findings, analysis of your data, yeah, discussions of the results of analysis, yeah, references and appendix. Okay, so I move to types of linguistics research. Ada synchronic linguistics or descriptive linguistics. It can be defined as the study of language at a particular time period. Jadi biasanya kalau synchronic linguistics ini we focus on that. Misalnya kalian mau buat research di suatu tempat di saat pandemi. So after pandemic you will not get the data. So this is a part of synchronic linguistics. Rather than diachronic linguistics or historical linguistics, it can be defined as the study language and language change through time. Jadi dia bisa berubah-berubah, datanya juga bisa tidak terbatas waktu, seperti itu. So have a look at this title, Project Opportunities. Okay. So let me give you some titles regarding this research. Saya kasih contoh misalnya. Discourse analysis of the speakers of bla 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 international conference series bla bla bla. Jadi kalian bisa ngambil tuh beberapa dari konten webinar misalnya, for example dari IERA, extensive reading, foundation from Teflin, maybe you can take the data there and then you analyze the discourse, the data of the speakers. Misalnya jargon used by the speaker of blah blah blah, or jargon used by the government bisa, or jargon used by the comedian. Okay, figurative speech, ya, by the author of Egghead. Ini juga salah satu penelitian saya. In demonstrating extensive reading. Politeness in webinar, ya. Bagaimana sih politeness-nya? Ini salah satu project yang saya tawarkan ke mahasiswa. Jadi saya berkolaborasi dengan mahasiswa. Kita membahas tentang politeness in webinar. Fokusnya kepada the parents in accompanying the students in studying English, ya. Jadi bagaimana sih sikapnya orang tua dalam mendampingi anak-anaknya belajar bahasa Inggris. Nah, itu kan ada webinarnya, udah ada datanya, dan itu dilihat dari sisi politeness-nya, dari bagaimana cara bertuturnya, bagaimana pendapatnya. We use any terms of linguistics, not only pragmatics, but also we focus also with the semantics and also the science, ya. semiotics, bagaimana orang itu ngomong. Apakah dengan gaya berapi-api, apakah dengan gaya ya lesu, ya beginilah pandemi ini, anak-anak online, bla 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 bla. Nah, those things we can gather and then make as a research gitu. Jadi jangan terkungkung karena ini adalah masa pandemi, ya paling novel yang saya bisa kaji, paling ini, padahal banyak gitu. Novel juga itu sebenarnya udah banyak banget data yang bisa kalian ambil. So many things ya. Again, if you want to talk about literature, you also use linguistics tools ya. Kayak misalnya kalian mau menganalisa tentang moral values in salah satu novel ya. I don't know what the title of the novel. You just choose one of them, and then if you want to analyze the moral values on that, you also can use linguistics methodology. Yeah. Okay. So next, we again mispronouncing. Yeah. Code switching in webinar. Yeah. So what we have done today, you can use as a data. So I use English and also I use Indonesia. Because of what? There is a theory of functions in code switching. There is also a types of code switching. You can use this as a part of your research. Bisa jadi satu studi juga ini salah satunya. Datanya ambil dari sini, ya, gitu. Indonesian dialect in teaching English subject, ya. So many webinars and then many speakers on that. They use Japanese accent. Japanese dialect or Makassaris, Bikinese dialect, but still speaking in English, yeah. So you can actually explore about that. A pragmatic analysis, yeah, and then okay, implicature, dialogism of blah 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 in facing COVID. Again, current issues. Now we talk about current issues, COVID-19. Translation analysis of blah blah blah, semantical analysis of blah 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 blah, and many more. Yeah, so do not limit yourself. Future career, yeah. What career will it lead to if you focus on linguistics? Careers that would relate directly to linguistics include the following. Okay, information technology, translation and interpreting, education, speech and language therapy, publishing, research, dictionary writing. Jadi karir-karir apa sih yang kalian bisa kembangkan? So you talk about you can know about the current technology regarding to language use and also human speech, how to analyze by using the current technology. You can also explore about the method of translation and then current issues in interpreting, yeah, education, applied linguistics, yeah, speech and language therapy, publishing, yeah, if you want to make a research, yeah, dictionary writing, many more, yeah. So we don't only focus on being lecturer like me, yeah. So many things that you can do. Okay, so the last but not least here from Noam Chomsky, language is a process of free creation. So do not limit yourself. Again, do not limit yourself. Do not limit your knowledge, yeah. Because you are now in pandemic situations, it would be better if you do extensive reading. If you read many things, do not see the cover of the book. Yeah, you just, if you want to read, just read. If it's only novel, you read, because if you read it many things, yeah, it can make you get used with reading activity, and then if you are comfortable with the situation, it will be a culture, yeah. So you will read many things, and then you want to explore more and more, ya. Jadi kalau kalian membatasi diri, ini nggak belajar online, di rumah aja lah, inilah main game lah, Among Us lah gitu ya. Padahal kan banyak kegiatan yang bisa dilakukan. Sedikit luangkan waktu 10 menit baca gitu. Baca novel oke, baca textbook it's very okay. But if you get bored in reading textbook, it would be better if you find the interesting books that you like ya. Baca aja yang kalian suka gitu. Ya, as long as it can develop or enhance your willingness to learn ya. Its laws and principles are fixed, but the manner in which the principles of generations are used is free and infinitely varied. Even the interpretations and use of words involves a process of free creation. Jadi kata Noam Chomsky, tidak ada yang membatasi dalam menganalisa bahasa. Jadi kayak gini nih, kalau ada orang melakukan research di dalam istilah linguistik, there is no wrong in linguistics analysis, yeah, because every person has their own way in describing something, yeah. Like if you want to talk about pragmatics or the semantics, even though we are at the same boat, yeah, we have similar methodology, we have similar theory, we have a different perceptions, yeah. Walaupun kita sama nih, rules-nya sama, aturannya sama, core-nya sama, tapi bisa saja si A dan si B ini pendapatnya berbeda dalam mengkreasikan itu. So, linguistics is a very large study. So, do not limit yourself again. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I think it's done from my presentation, and then let's discuss more. Any questions? Okay, I will give to the moderator, Suci.
So, actually, jadi diskusinya cuma kita berdua aja.
Iya, nggak apa-apa. Ada pertanyaan nggak, Suci?
So, gini, sometimes spread our thoughts on doing research in linguistic unconsciously. Jadi secara nggak sadar itu kita selalu kayak overthinking, kayak apa ya, nggak bisa dulu kalau mau neliti tentang linguistik gitu. Karena secara pribadi aku kan sekarang udah berada di udah semester 7 nih di English and Literature Department juga. So, kebanyakan teman-teman itu sedikit banyaknya mengeluh. So, how do we focus on English language? Kita didorong untuk melakukan penelitian dengan kajian objek yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang menjadi masalah besar. Kemudian yang kedua adalah kita bingung menentukan objek penelitian yang harus relate-nya sama teori apa gitu. Kebanyakan kayak gini, kita objek penelitiannya novel. Kita stuck pada pemikiran bahwasanya kita harus membeda juga dengan menggunakan karena novel adalah karya sastra, jadi kita harus bedanya pakai teori sastra. Padahal menurut penjelasan Kak Oya tadi kita bisa menggunakan pragmatics, language, or stylistic ya. And then yang dari beberapa masalah tersebut, kebanyakan dari kita selalu menunda-nunda penelitian di awal. Yang seharusnya kita bisa melakukan penelitian dalam linguistik ini lebih awal, akhirnya kayaknya nggak bisa linguistik deh. Linguistik tuh terlalu kaku, terlalu membatasi. Jadi kita ke sastra aja. Padahal menurut ini dari penjelasan Kak Fitra tadi, linguistik itu even so large ya. Dan ya bahkan kemarin ada seorang senior yang telah meneliti bahasa linguistik dengan objek kajiannya itu game. Apa ya gitu, maksudnya kok bisa di luar dari pemikiran bahwa kayaknya bahasa ini yang merupakan unsur teks, kok bisa ya ada yang menguji game kayak gitu. So ini mungkin bisa jadi pembahasan atau diskusi lebih lanjut. Gimana sih itu menurut?
Okay, so actually you have many questions, yeah, and it's too long, yeah, so I cannot catch each point, but maybe first questions talking about how do we focus on linguistics research, ya enggak? Jadi kok ini ya susah ya melakukan penelitian linguistik karena katanya nggak tahu objeknya apa. Nah, itu yang nomor 1 atau nomor 2 ya? Okay, so according to me again, ya, kalau tidak sebenarnya linguistik itu tidak terbatas ya. Kalian bisa masuk ke semua ranah menggunakan linguistik. Again, you have to know the core first. 6 items, phonology dan others until pragmatics. Jadi gini, even you want to talk about novels or sastra literature, you can use, saya tidak bilang kalian tidak boleh menggunakan teori sastra. No, you can use that. But you can also add more points in linguistics. So you can have 2 sides, yeah, 2 theories in observing or exploring this novel. Jadi kalian bisa lihat dari sisi linguisticsnya atau sisi sastranya. And talking about objects, I think many objects that you can choose. Yeah, you don't only focus on jangan hanya fokus kepada pengajaran bahasa. Itu yang selama ini saya dapatkan ya. Because I am teaching, I'm lecturing students from English department also. Yeah. Most of them talking about the process of learning language and also process of acquiring language, rather than many things that we can discuss in linguistics. Like what I've done today. Ya, apa yang saya lakukan sekarang banyak banget. Saya lihat gejala ini orang tentang bahas sekarang tentang omnibus law yang actually this is the laws practice ya. This is talking about other sides of linguistics, but I can use linguistics as a tool if I want to explore about that. Ya, misalnya saya mau kaji nih caranya tanggapannya Rocky Gerung tentang ini. Saya pakai apa? Oh, saya menggunakan analisa penggunaan bahasanya, language use-nya. Saya masuk dari mana? Saya mau concern kemana? Saya mau concern di linguistik, di fonologinya kah? Semantiksnya kah? Atau apanya kah? Gitu. Nah, again, basicnya itu. But if you find the core, misalnya, oh saya mau fokus kepada pragmatics. Pragmatics apa nih? Kan pragmatics itu panjang, misalnya besar juga. Mau kemana discourse-nya, discourse analysis, or if you want to talk about implicatures, ya, yang mana dulu? Gitu. Makanya di dalam perkuliahan masing-masing ada ininya, ada semantics, mata kuliah semantics, ada phonology, ya. Seperti itu. Jadi yang mana kamu ini? Kalau saya sih, you have to find your point. Which one do you want to focus on? Kalau misalnya, linguistik sangat besar, Miss, misalnya ada mahasiswa yang nanya, it's too large for me to explore about linguistics. Then I ask them, which one do you like more? Yang mana yang kamu suka? For example, I do like to talk about sound system. I'd like to talk about pronunciation. So just explore about phonology, if you like that. If you want to talk about grammar or sentence production, you talk about syntax gitu. Objek banyak banget bisa didapat, apalagi di masa pandemi ini, di webinar kalian bisa dapat, antropologi juga bisa didapat dari YouTuber misalnya bisa kita ambil ya. Saya bahkan dalam pandemi ini sibuk banget buat penelitian karena banyak banget data yang saya dapat seperti itu. Many things, but again because you are under English department, so it would be better if you want to conduct research in English department, please find the data from English context itu. Kalau karena kalian tetap di bawah jurusan bahasa Inggris. But if you are free researcher, ya, or you don't under this umbrella English department, you can do anything. You can do research in many topics, ya. So you don't have to limit it, ya. Nggak usah dibatasi seperti itu. Mungkin Suci bisa dituliskan poin-poin pertanyaannya. Saya soalnya agak cepat lupa. Because I am actually audio visual person. Jadi saya tadi dengar sebagian aja. Yang kedua tadi, kalau if I'm not mistaken, Suci has said about some of the students feel stuck, in doing this linguistics research. Again, maybe you have to look back, Maybe there is a problem with your you don't actually know what you want to focus on. You just find, banyak nih ini, saya mau inilah ngomong tentang ini aja lah. Padahal kalian belum tahu sebenarnya. Kalian cuma cari yang kira-kira judul saya keterima apa. Seperti itu, maybe, ya. Some of you. Or alasan kedua, actually you lack of knowledge. Kenapa? Ini problem banget loh. Saya berapa kali juga kemarin discuss sama calon supervisor saya di UK. Problem kita orang Indonesia ini sebenarnya saya not Indonesia ya, saya ya. Itu kurang membaca. Ya. Nah, karena kurang membaca, kita terbatas oleh itu. Makanya tadi saya satu hal yang paling penting adalah the basic one, you have to read more, ya. If you don't like textbook, you can read many things. You can read novel, you can read comics, ya. As long as it can improve your language, ya. Dasarnya itu. And then yang selanjutnya adalah problem ketiga. Kalau kenapa sih orang-orang kita dari English department malah susah untuk ini? Maybe because your English abilities or competence is not enough. So again, problemnya mungkin dari diri kita sendiri. We have to figure out about these problems. Kita harus cari tahu dulu apa sih? You have to look for yourself deeply. Kenapa ini saya nih ada masalah nih, gitu. Tidak salah if you want to conduct research on literature. It's okay. It's only talking about path. Yang mana, which path do you want to concern? But if you want to talk about linguistics, again, you have to know the course. Harus tahu dulu dasar-dasarnya apa. Nanti bisa berkembang seperti itu. Like if you want to talk about psycholinguistics, kalian mau bahas tentang psycholinguistics, you have to know deeply about language, pragmatics, and also medical studies, Jadi ada dua aspek yang kalian harus ini. So if you lack of knowledge, linguistics knowledge, bagaimana mau ini bahas kan? Saya kasih tadi contoh itu beberapa title yang bisa dieksplor. Itu ini loh, on the spot loh saya tulis tadi itu. Oh, ini title ini bisa ini. And then you can do library research. Library research kan kalian tidak perlu ini penelitian ke lapangan. Kalian tinggal ngedokumentasi, ambil recordingnya, bahas. Like what I've offered to you, as an audience here. This audio, this recording, actually you can use as a data. Apa judulnya? Misalnya code switching in, bla 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 bla, itu kan salah satu tuh. Kedua, misalnya the pragmatics analysis of the speaker, bla bla bla. Kan dari tadi saya sebenarnya ada beberapa ini yang bisa kalian bisa kaji di situ. Nah, pragmaticsnya misalnya kamu concern kemana, seperti itu. Data itu banyak banget, berhamburan. Atau kalian mau lihat tentang filologi, misalnya kalian mau mendokumentasikan bahasa, it's also good. Saya lagi membuat riset sekarang itu tentang bagaimana perubahan bahasa khususnya, tapi ini bahasa Indonesia ya, bahasa Bugis yang sudah menghilang di masyarakat rantau. Nah, itu adalah salah satu juga penelitian bahasa yang sedang saya lakukan. Nah, so nggak usah terlalu ini. Tapi because you are from undergraduate students, ya, jangan juga terlalu susah. You have to think that, oh, I can finish it in this month. You also have to think about that, ya. Oh, I can do this, yeah, because I know this method. You also have to think about that. Oh, I can explore it. Oh, I can discuss about this because I have the basic knowledge of this. Oh, I can explore about this because it is a current issues. Oh, I think blah blah blah. So many things that you can think about it. Yang selanjutnya adalah tadi pertanyaan tentang apa? Pertanyaan tentang apa lagi? Tadi. So again, do not limit yourself.
Usually,
sorry, Cici, I can't hear your voice. You can type it.
I'm so sorry.
Say it.
Halo, Kak.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. So the biggest problem that I and my friends face in this time, jadi kayak susah buat, kan susah juga nge-relate untuk apa namanya, merelasikan satu teori dengan teori lainnya ataupun dalam satu kajian itu ya, emang menjadi susah kalau kita nggak punya kita nggak punya pengetahuan.
Even you use literary studies, yeah, in exploring novel, yeah, you also use linguistics. Walaupun kalian misalnya fokus kepada teori sastra dalam mengkaji sebuah novel atau puisi dan bla bla bla, tetap pasti akan kalian menggunakan teori linguistics, entah itu semantics or pragmatics. Again, but we cannot limit everyone to discuss about that because every person has different theories. Tapi gini, satu yang saya harus perjelas kepada kalian. So if you want to conduct the research of linguistics, you have to focus on the theory that you want to explore, and also you have to think that actually this is actually I can explore or not gitu. Takutnya kalian ada juga beberapa ini studi beberapa mahasiswa saya itu dia ngambil judul bagus-bagus tapi ternyata nggak bisa dibahas. Kenapa? Karena dia cuman kebetulan diterima judulnya, ya. Dia nggak tahu, oh saya mau bagaimana setelah ini, ya. Makanya ya, again, kalian harus tahu dulu sebelum, if you want to conduct the title, first you have to find the literature review talking about that. Oh, sebelumnya ini siapa-siapa aja sih yang mengkaji tentang ini? Kenapa? Sama waktu saya dulu S2, waktu saya mau buat ini penelitian S2 saya tentang dialogism in political activities, ya, political debates. Saya minta pendapat juga sama Bang Jul, ya. Itu salah satu, saya masih ingat, bahkan saya telepon-teleponan tengah malam ini hanya untuk tahu gimana sih pendapatnya. So I don't only focus on my own self. I also want to know other voices, gitu. Gimana sih menurut pendapat ini, and then I can get an idea, I can explore it. Jadi bagusnya di dalam membuat sebuah research itu ada namanya group of discussion. Jadi kalian discuss nih sama teman kalian, saya ngebahas ini, tentang ini, teorinya ini, kira-kira menurutmu apa ya? Supaya kan kemungkinan otak kita kan terbatas. Siapa tahu, oh ada juga masukan dari ini, ada masukan dari ini, oh dapat lagi bahan ditulis, seperti itu. So it would be better if you read more. Kuncinya itu sih, read more. Ya, read and practice. Gitu. Literature review. Ada, kalaupun misalnya ada yang masih menganggap bahwa linguistics ini agak berat untuk diambil, saya langsung biasa tanya, why do you say that? Ya, why do you say so? You have to tell me your reason. Kenapa dulu? Supaya kalian harus explore yourself first, then judging others, then judging the object. Ya, sebelum kita ini apa sih? Kenapa di saya sebenarnya? Kenapa saya susah untuk ini? Karena pasti ada behind the statement there are some reasons, ya. Gitu. And saya sukanya kalau ada yang kayak gini, saya bersyukur sekali. It's an honor for me to be a speaker here, ya. Bang Jul juga yang kemarin yang kasih ini info tentang ini, saya bersyukur sekali dan ini bagus banget sebagai wadah untuk kita berkomunikasi satu sama lain. Jadi kalau ada yang selama ini mempunyai persepsi bahwa linguistics itu hal yang sulit, no, it's not like that. So I give you my opinion about linguistics. So maybe you have some knowledge regarding to that. Jadi mungkin ada, ternyata bisa toh saya bahas tentang ini. Saya bisa bahas tentang ini. So many things that you can discuss. Jangan pernah melimit diri sendiri dengan itu. Kalau saya nggak salah, dulu saya di UIN, if I'm not mistaken, most of my friends talk about code switching, yeah, and some of them also talking about figurative speech. Some of them also talk about slang, but again, slang it is related to sociolinguistics. Kalau kita berbicara tentang slang bukan slang ini ya, slang or jargon, it is related to sociolinguistics because it is under sociolinguistics. However, it is acceptable. The topics talking about that are acceptable, but because you are from English department, maybe it is quite difficult to get the data. Why? Because if you want to talk about sociolinguistics, we have to know deeply about the social culture and also society and also the language movement. Gitu. When you are not in that area, it's quite difficult. So you have to think about that. Is it acceptable? Is it easy for me to have the data? Gitu. So you have to think before conducting the research. And again, if some of you, like what I have told to the students in English department, yeah, previously, if I'm not mistaken, if you want to conduct research on linguistics, it is okay for me if you want to discuss. You just text me, yeah. You have my own number. You can give to your friends if your friends wants to talk about linguistics. It's a very pleasure to discuss about linguistics.
Okay, so jadi sebenarnya menarik sih tadi kata Aulia. Kita mesti hadap diri dulu sih kalau mikirnya masih linguistik itu susah. But sometimes apakah mungkin aku yang pikirannya terlalu apa ya Kak, kayak mungkin karena data yang ada di lingkunganku adalah dalam sekelasku aja itu hanya ada 2 atau 3 orang yang mengambil concern on linguistic studies. Apakah ini mungkin karena atmosfer pembelajaran yang ada di kampus atau emang preference kita emang apa namanya lebih ke literatur daripada ke linguistik?
Nice question. actually we cannot blame anything or anyone. Yeah, because it is about ourselves. So I think it depends. I think it is because of the person itself. Yeah. So we cannot blame that the situations of the environment or the environment of the in campus do not support you. Yeah. So I think it's useless talk about that, because it is actually inside our self. Yeah. So the problems is maybe you lack of reference. Yeah. You lack of reading. Yeah. Like what if our obligation as a lecturer, we serve you with this data, we serve you with this methodology, we serve you, we teach you, we guide you, with many theories. However, it depends on yourself. You want to accept it, you want to explore it, or you just want to leave it. Yeah. So it depends on yourself. Again, kayaknya problemnya adalah di reading. Tapi the way you choose, like, oh, yeah, it is interesting for me to talk about literature. We cannot judge also that you are wrong. Ya, ya terserah pilihannya orang. Tapi mungkin sebagian dari kalian, some of you actually lack of knowledge of linguistics. Itu aja sih. Mungkin kurang tahu tentang, oh, linguistics itu ternyata luas, bebas. Rata-rata anak bimbingan saya yang linguistics itu cuma 2 bulan udah selesai. To be honest, ya. Tapi dan rata-rata memang saya push, ya. Oh, gini. And I provide them with this theories. Oh, like this. And then also saya nggak ini sih, tidak terserah mau dia membahas tentang language teaching kayak, mau dia bahas tentang linguistics kayak. Menurut saya adalah yang paling penting adalah you have to know the knowledge. You have to find your mood in learning this knowledge. Ya, entah kalau misalnya kalian lebih suka literatur, ya go on. It's not wrong. If you choose education, go on. It depends on you. Yeah, I am as a facilitator just to promote that this is linguistics that you can use to explore many things. But again, it depends on your knowledge. Lagi, ya, gitu aja sih.
Ya, emang kembalinya ke diri sendiri aja ya, Kak ya.
Bayangkan banyak banget loh dia biasa masuk ini. Kamu tadi ngomong aja, maaf, Suci tadi ngomong aja tentang ini, teman-teman kelas saya, langsung saya berpikir, why don't you talk about language differences, atau bisa stylistics of misalnya 7A, 7B, 7C. Kalian lihat nih penggunaan bahasanya, rekam 2 hari, terus analisis kira-kira perbedaan bahasanya anak-anak 7A, 7B, 7C itu seperti apa. Kan ada namanya speech community di dalam istilah sociolinguistics. Kalau kalian sudah belajar. Speech communities itu juga kita bisa bahas. Sudah jadi satu judul. Datanya ambil 2 hari dari diskusi anak-anak. Nah, okay, then you can discuss. Again, you can have research. Congratulations, gitu aja sih. Tapi dalam mengambil riset, kita harus didukung dengan penelitian ilmiah. It means that you have to read. Tetap harus membaca. Oh, kira-kira kalau saya membahas tentang ini, teorinya apa sih yang saya bisa pakai? Penelitian-penelitian sebelumnya berbicara tentang apa? Novelty-nya apa? Uniqueness-nya apa? Apa yang saya bisa gap-nya, yang saya bisa bangun seperti itu. So, again, do not close your mind, be open-minded, gitu. Nggak apa-apa mau ngambil novel juga silahkan. Novel pakai metode linguistik boleh, pakai metode literatur, teori sastra oke. It's okay, doesn't matter. Any questions more?
So for you guys that are listening or seeing this live on the Facebook, jadi udah nggak punya alasan lagi buat mikirin kalau penelitian linguistik itu susah, karena back to ourselves, itu emang semakin banyak kita membaca, pasti kita bakalan semakin sensitif isu-isu yang ada di sekitaran kita. Jadi aja udah langsung tahu, dia udah langsung punya data dan dari ya apa yang tadi Suci bilang ya.
Oh, ini satu kan saya lagi coba, saya baru ada di angan ini tiba-tiba ya mau ngebahas tentang comments tuh, entah dia comments netizen, itu kan area linguistik itu. Tuh, comments netizen atau comments tentang yang ada. Kemarin saya coba nawarin ke mahasiswa, coba kamu ngambil tuh, karena kan English department, so you talk about in pragmatics or discursive analysis, you talk about analysis of comments in Jakarta Post Instagram account. Jadi kalian ambil data tuh di salah dua dari di berita-berita yang dipost di Instagram, terus bahas menggunakan teori pragmatics. Konteksnya apa? Kena nggak? Gimana? Atau kalian mau lihat dari konteks bullying-nya, penggunaan bahasanya, pragmaticsnya seperti apa? Politeness-nya bisa masuk, tabu bisa masuk, gitu. Many things. Tinggal dicocok-cocokologi ya, seperti itu.
Semen tabu. Oke. Tadi bicara tentang, tadi kakak
ada juga nih, kayak misalnya nih, saya baru lihat Facebook ini ya, Facebook kalian, Facebook ini ya kalian, saya langsung berpikir kenapa nggak coba ini, cuman ini masih sedikit datanya. Kalau di YouTube itu bisa banyak datanya. Misalnya komen-komen ini tentang pujian, itu kan masuk di ranah pragmatics. Itu bisa menjadi satu analisis lagi, research deh. So you don't have to limit yourself, ya. Tapi again, we have to provide the data and provide the sources, provide the theories that support your analysis, that support your research. Kalian harus cari tuh kira-kira, oh ini saya sudah dapat nih data tentang ini, oh tentang pujian-pujian nih saya bisa bahas ya. Tentang saya mau masuk di mana ya? Oh, saya mau masuk di area misalnya sinteksnya aja lah, sentence-nya. Bagaimana dia membuat kalimat pujian tersebut. Sentence-nya seperti apa? Ataukah saya masuk ke daerah semantiksnya? Nah, tinggal di-explore pakai teori-teori sebelumnya. Gitu. Dan I don't know exactly, I cannot blame others, but me as a researcher and also linguist, I never blame anyone that, oh, your theory is wrong. Never. Yeah, because I just want to know if I am as examiner in Munakosa, I will ask, kalau di sana bukan Munakosa kali ya, ujian meja ya, ujian skripsi. I will ask directly, kamu mau fokus di mana? What do you want to look for? What do you want to find? And what do you want to explore? Nah, dari situ saya bisa kaji teorinya. Gitu. Karena nggak bisa kita salah, kalau kamu politeness nggak boleh, kamu harus pakai teori ini, nggak bisa. Sama dengan code switching and code mixing, there are plethora linguists say that they are different, but some of them say that they are one. If you are doing mixing, means that you are doing switching. Nah, again, I cannot blame that which one that this one is wrong, but I will ask to the student which one do you follow, which one do you want to focus on, yang mana yang kamu suka, yang mana yang kamu gunakan, ataukah yang terbaru apa yang paling up to date yang bisa kita bahas, seperti itu. Gitu. Jadi tidak bisa kita salahkan orang karena linguistik itu tidak menyalahkan, we just analyze, gitu. There is no we cannot blame others. Gitu. Cuman kan ada arah-arahnya tuh, path-nya seperti apa.
So poin penting adalah bagaimana kita punya banyak referensi, kemudian sensitif terhadap isu yang di sekitar kita, yang kemudian kita bisa relate terhadap isu dan teori yang kita angkat. Itu mungkin ya kayak.
Dan sorry to say that maybe some of you actually lack of language capabilities or competencies. Jadi kayaknya mungkin saya susah explore karena susah mengebahasainnya gitu. Ada beberapa anak-anak yang saya bimbing, saya tanya kenapa ini susah, saya mau ngomong apa ya Miss katanya. Nah itu mungkin ya. But we cannot judge others.
So, itu beberapa ini udah banyak komen-komen sih yang masuk di FB ya kayak. Sayangnya kita dibatasi sama waktu, padahal it's such an honor to have you here and discuss many new things in linguistic university. So,
pleasure for me to talk about the linguistics and also share my knowledge. And then it's an honor for me to have a collaboration with you. Yeah, if you want to conduct research on linguistics, it's very good that I will support you. If you want to have any discussions more, you can text me. You can have my WhatsApp number with Suci. Yeah, Suci, you can provide that. Yeah. Thank you. I hope we have many opportunities again. Yeah, in the future, Tansh. Yeah, so we can describe more. I know it's still blurry about my decisions. Why? Because this is a study, then I cannot actually explore it one by one. Like phonology, semantics, pragmatics, and others. Actually, this is one semester, yeah, and I have to provide it in this 15, half and 30 minutes. I think it's not enough, yeah. But if you are interested in taking this research, it's an honor for me to share.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you. There's someone who wants to take a next step in the UK next year. So I hope we all of us, we can follow the path of Miss
Inshallah.
Aulia to get some mini scholarship in abroad, Miss. Yeah. And then,
but I just wanna inform you that what I have achieved, actually it needs an effort. Yeah. So do not only willingness, but you have to put your passion on that. Like what I have achieved, beasiswa, it's not only once that I have go through. I did it 5 times until I got a scholarship to India. Many times, like in this process of my doctoral program later, actually in 2020, but it is because of COVID, so it is canceled to 2021. But it is the short times for me, yeah. So there is no things. You have to put your effort and passion on that. Jangan cepat menyerah. Kita harus berusaha. Pasti ada jalan, insya Allah.
Yeah, hopes are matter, yeah, Miss. Yes. And don't limit ourselves.
Yes. That's my my concern. Yeah, do not limit yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Jadi kesimpulannya pada malam hari ini adalah how we can concern to another issue of our research. Jadi mungkin sekedar pemberitahuan buat teman-teman yang masih mengikuti live di Facebook. Jadi HIS dan IJAL ini akan dilaksanakan pada tanggal 7 sampai 8 November 2020. Kemudian penyelenggara yaitu Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Bahasa dan Sastra Inggris yang bekerja sama dengan Masih Kajmi masih menerima pengiriman abstrak hingga malam hari ini sampai pukul 23.59. Okay, once again, thank you so much for Miss Aulia. It's such a big honor to have you again and again. The word thanks is maybe not enough to untuk gambarin betapa ini tuh sebenarnya kita selama ini mengungkung diri sendiri untuk memikirkan bahwasanya kita nggak bisa melampaui diri kita sendiri karena emang itu tadi we lack of knowledge. Oke. Thank you, Miss. Mungkin di lain waktu kita bisa berdiskusi banyak hal dengan mungkin pembahasan yang baru lagi.
Siap. Tinggal diinfokan. Insya Allah.
Mungkin itu saja untuk malam hari ini. Terima kasih. Atau mungkin ada kata-kata lagi mungkin atau mungkin pesan-pesan lagi buat dari Kak.
Mulai lagi dong. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I think what I have discussed previously or talked to you previously, actually it comes from me privately. I think if there is a wrong things that I have mentioned before, it is because of me as a human. Yeah, but kalau ada yang positif that you can take, it comes from God. Yeah, so jadi I do hope you can understand the situation. Yeah, dan lagi saya rasa insya Allah kalau kita semua memang berusaha pasti akan ada jalan gitu. Dan insya Allah nanti Desember saya ke Makassar, mungkin akan main-main ke BSI lagi. Ketemu sama adik-adik.
Sampai ketemu di bulan Desember.
Siap.
Oke. Thank you so much, Kak. Kata, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampai jumpa. See you on the next discussion.
Yeah.